What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for rocking with me, tuning in. This video, man, I want to share my spiritual experience I had in Puerto Rico. I just got back 2 days ago. What you expect and what you experience is very different. It's very different, and this is something that I'm just now learning. Okay, what I expected for Puerto Rico was just to unwind, to enjoy my vacation, to clear my mind, to revive my energy, you know what I'm saying? And just to do, you know, a bunch of different things, to experience the culture, to experience different foods, just the whole nine, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what I expected. That's what I expected, to just do new shit. What I experienced, very, very polar opposite of my expectations. So, a quick little story. We were supposed to do like the ATV in the mountains. We were supposed to zip line. We were supposed to go to El Muque. Supposed to go to Louisa. You know, we're supposed to experience the Bamba, Old San Juan, all this shit, right? Let me tell y'all how this shit happened. So, flew in on Friday, got in like noon, went to see some family. It was a good time. You know, it was good. Went to Guafate, which is kind of like downtown where we were at, an area. We were in the mountains. The mountains were extremely beautiful. I'm talking about like the scenery in Puerto Rico, bro. Everything about the island is just amplified by like 1,000, right? So, never been in the mountains before, because I live in Florida. It's very flat. So to see that, I was already just like in awe. Anyway, we were supposed to go do the ATV and we're supposed to go zip line it. Last minute, I back out the zip line. The ATV didn't work out. So the zip line is like in the mountains, like in the forest. So I back out last minute, and we're just kind of sitting around. And I'm like, yo, let's just walk to the end of the mountain, or like the end of the hill, like downhill, and you know, just kind of walk around, see things. And I hear this waterfall, right? So we go down and we see this car parked, and we see this lady in the river doing a spiritual bath to Oshun. I had already had a conversation with Suriel, you know, and he was saying how yellow will be a reoccurring theme, XYZ. So I'm like, okay. So everybody's kind of looking like, what's going on? I'm like, yo, I think she's doing a spiritual bath. Let's just, you know, keep it down and, you know, give her some respect and some space and let her do her thing. So we just kind of watching her, but we're also, you know what I'm saying, like looking on the other side of the river. And she looks at us, and then she points to me, and she does like a motion for me to come here. So I'm pointing at myself like me, and she's like, so I'm like, okay. So I walk up to her, and what I felt, y'all, I felt like I had been on the longest journey of my life, and I was finally home. Like, I felt like my mom had been waiting for me to come back. You know what I'm saying? That's the look and the energy that she gave me. And she gave me a few messages, and the look on her face was, she knew what it took for me to come here. You know what I'm saying? Like, she knew what it took for me to get to that river at that time. And, you know, we were just talking, and then she gave me a gift, you know, and I felt so relieved, also so confused, and I felt like I was in a big body of water, you know what I'm saying? I was waiting on a life raft, and it finally came, you know what I'm saying? And it was just, bro, everything about it was not what I expected, you know? And the way we were exchanging was very different from after she had to release her message, you know what I'm saying, to me. It was very different. You know, it was almost like talking to two different people. That's what I felt like. I felt like I was talking to Oshun, and then Oshun told me what I needed to hear, and then came Paloma, that's her name. And this is the crazy shit, y'all. When I was talking to Serial, he asked me if I had an elixir, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna do Tito's and cranberry juice. Last night we chopping it up, and he asked me her name, and I tell him, and then I Google her name, because I'm like, yo, her name probably means like river something, you know, or water or something, right? And the first thing pops up is this cocktail drink, and I'm like, yo, she gave me the elixir. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, and I don't have all the answers, y'all, but being in tune, man, is very different. It's very different, you know, and everything about Puerto Rico to me was so familiar, y'all. I'm talking about from the smells to the food to the people to my experience. I literally felt like I've been to Puerto Rico a million times, y'all. And if you believe in the fact that you've done this a million times, then it's absolutely true. You know what I'm saying? And I think in many ways, every time you come back, your soul or your spirit resonates heavy in certain places, because at one point you might have made such an impact, you know. And that's how I felt, y'all. Even going through like Old San Juan, like it felt so familiar. I was very comfortable. In Puerto Rico. Everything about the experience, y'all, I'm telling y'all, like spiritually, I feel whole. I feel like everything is about to change. I feel like everything is about to change. You know what I'm saying? I got the confirmation that I needed, and I'm still making sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, or I'm waiting for all the pieces to be put together, but I'm gonna give it a couple days, and I'm gonna let everything fully download. And my experience, y'all, and what I expected, completely different, you know. And I got to experience them doing Bamba, like in the downtown plaza of Old San Juan. And I'm like, yo, what are the chances? Because we were walking back, and I hear the drums, but I don't see anything. And then I feel them. It's like this, like boom, boom, boom. Like I'm talking about, like my heart's pumping fast. And then I finally see them. And as soon as I seen them, I instantly knew what this was. I said, this is the Bamba, you know. And I'm thinking the whole time, I'm like, yo, we haven't made it to Luisa, and you know, I'm gonna miss out on the Bamba, you know, because that's one of the things I really want to do. I really want to go to the river, you know. Even though I didn't end up in El Yunque, I ended up at the river that I needed to be at. You know what I'm saying? That's where I ended up at. You know, I ended up being able to hear them, you know, play the drums, and to have that resonate so heavy, you know, in my heart. I can't put a price on my experience, you know, because when we expect something, and when our expectations are set so high, and then what we experience is completely different, we kind of feel like we missed out, you know. And that's not the case. You are exactly where you need to be. And that's a huge lesson I learned, that I'm always going to be in the places that I needed to be. And I'm going to see the things that I need to see. And I'm going to feel the things that I need to feel. So, yeah, man, shit was heavy. And it's been on my mind. It's been on my mind heavy, you know. And like I said, I'm still making sense of everything that transpired. And you can't put a price on that, man. So I do plan on going back and to actually have a vacation. It just feels like home, man. I'm talking about, as soon as I got off the plane, bro, like I felt like finally made it home. Finally made it home. So I don't know, man, that Caribbean blood, I know that shit run deep.